there we go. That's right. Here we are. And yes, the dice seem to be working excellently. If you want to join the Roll20...
Roll20. Yeah.
But...
Forgot.
Okay. So... Man, what did happen last time? I don't have the recap written down. We choking.
I remember.
Yeah, so we went to the we went to Clogarm, and we there you found out that there were Jotun that were like hired as guards. They seem to have completely replaced their guard service with effectively the enemy. But they seem to be peaceful and non-problematic.
So we think there's still some suspicion.
Yeah. So that's interesting. But that's pretty much that was it. You Aphid spoke with the mayor and set him up with some contacts in exchange for information, and you went back and Ventorum so generously purchased a drink for a couple rounds of drinks for the other party, the party of Rendar. Hey, look at that! Sean's tiny cameras. We're already getting we're getting our peekaboos.
Oh. Don't know why it does that.
Yeah. Aaron, after you were gone last time, we set up some peekaboos on the characters, on all the cameras. For situations where our cameras go out and disappear.
Oh, we can't hear you, Aaron.
That is true. We cannot hear Aaron. Let's make sure the Windcaller exists before we proceed. Meanwhile, I will eat the bread that is my breakfast.
Oh.
Whew. Awkward little stream.
Yeah.
I'm a tired marmot.
It's okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was talking the whole time, so just wondering.
That's Aaron. Never shuts up.
Okay. Yeah. Alright.
We can hear you now.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, if you hear me sniffling and stuff, it's because I just got COVID the other day.
Oh no.
Yeah, how was that?
Terrible.
But you seem better.
It's
Pretty
still
fast.
terrible.
Huh?
I do, yeah. Nadia took care of me a lot, but I had a really bad fever for most of the day when it first hit me. Yeah, I've just been resting. I haven't been going out.
Okay.
And I have infection on my nose, and there's just so many different things happened. I broke the thermometer that had mercury in it, and we had to clean up the. So
Oh.
it's been,
Wait, you're using a mercury thermometer?
yeah.
I guess so. Wow, my mic is... What the heck? There we go. Try and make it so I'm not, like, clipping when I talk.
I didn't even know those were still a thing.
It was an old thermometer, and I broke it. And yeah, reasonably, she was upset because there's not really a way to get one of those again.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe for good reason, because I broke it, and then I had to clean up mercury. So.
Mm-hmm.
Probably belonged to Aristotle or something. Or Mercury.
No, but I think it probably belonged to a mom.
That is why they're called thermometers.
Thermometer.
What is this? What is this thing? Oh, I see what this thing is. It's the downloads bar. I had a little window peeking up on the bottom.
We also talked to Kaderi.
You did?
And he said that, we told him how we thought Arakita was always at the scene of these disasters or whatever, these occurrences, and then he points out, well, so are we. So I kind of want to know, is he trying to, well, it doesn't seem he tries to help so much.
He has his own agenda, I know that much,
Yeah.
but we don't know what that is. And I am leaning more towards it not being very benign.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have that feeling. I'm just torn. I'm torn and
Aren't you on the side that these guards are very sketchy? After talking to them more?
I kind of what? Well, when talking to them, how they spoke, it did seem a little nefarious. Even though the thing they were saying was fine, but how they were saying it, which is a real delicate touch you put on there, Ember.
You're just paranoid. Good.
I don't think so.
Uh,
I don't think so. You know the meaning behind how you say things.
well, I think it would be fair to say that an evening has passed. Your excursion was likely the previous day, and here we are. It's a brand new day, crisp mountain air. I guess you're in the mountains. Yeah, you're like on a mountain that's so big it doesn't even feel like a mountain. You know, it's like being in Flagstaff.
Oh yeah.
Well,
we went back to Unabrunnr, right? So we're in Unabrunnr.
Yes, you are in Udarbrunner, the seat of Elfheim.
Mm-hmm.
And yep, you guys sleep in dorms. You all have your own dorms. And tell me, how early do each of you wake up in the morning? And what do you do with your mornings?
Ventorum wakes up pretty early, and he probably does do some training first, because even though he is studying magic, he doesn't want to lose his swordsmanship abilities.
That's good. That's very cool. I think it would actually make sense if you had a friend, like some buddies that you trained with.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
They might be members of Wild Yonder as well.
How early do the rest of you get up?
Do I need to sleep? We've talked about this before.
I believe what we had established was that we would treat you as you don't technically sleep, but you do need to you do the elf thing, the whole
yeah.
Waking rest thing where you're in a trance. So you are asleep enough that if someone were to sneak up on you, it probably wouldn't be too hard, but you are also would be aware you're in a super light sleep, basically.
Yeah. So I imagine I don't sleep very long.
Yeah.
And I would also get up early. As soon as. How does light? Okay, so there's the huge tree above us, and there's artificial light, the stars at night. But how does daylight?
That's an interesting question. I'm not entirely certain that there is much of a difference. This realm might actually be covered in like a bright twilight at all times. So I imagine the same like artificial lights would simply grow brighter during the day. But it's probably not actually as bright as sunlight is. Like if you think of like an eclipse, it's probably similar to like being out during an eclipse or a just that like a really cloudy day or something where like there's light but it's not that bright. Like you're not going to hurt your eyes looking at the sun kind of thing. That is a very interesting question though that I had not considered before. It's simple. Someone carries the sun in a chariot and flies it around the tree. Obviously.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Obviously. Yeah, so in that case,
yeah.
Yeah, I probably wake up early too.
Okay.
As soon as the birds start singing, I outside my window.
Okay. And what might you be doing each morning? Ventorum's off training.
I'd probably just go for a walk. That's what I would do. I would walk in like the gardens if there's any gardens.
Oh, there's gardens.
Yeah, I'd go for a walk.
And how about Aphid? What does morning sleepy Aphid do?
Aphid probably spends most of his time like doing like extra hygiene stuff, like waxing his, like applying oils to his face, or warming up the bath, or having a servant really warm up the bath, and just things that are kind of there to, I guess, address his, to make himself look appealing to himself, I suppose.
Okay, that makes sense. Your morning beauty ritual.
Yeah.
Before I say anything further, I want to, again, let you know that I believe your webcam mic is taking over.
Oh, no, I did it again?
Hold on. Seems to not like to be the default.
No, it does not.
You might be able to change it in your computer settings. But,
I do have it.
It's so much better.
Yeah, I do have my inline Realtek mic or Realtek drive as default, but for some reason I don't know why. I think it's with Skype. Skype likes to look at the drivers that come from the webcam itself. I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah. So drawing the bath, that's one of those things that's kind of nice here. Their baths are self-heating, magically, and probably it's probably more of a spring. It's probably more of a shared bath. If your room's not really big enough for a bath. But yeah, that's good to know. You're doing your beauty stuff, probably spending a lot of time indoors. That's important. Ventorum. On this particular morning, as you are training out there, doing your form and stuff, whatever lone practice you do, you hear a voice call out to you, Ventorum! Pleasure to see you here. And turning around, you see Thorg. gently ascending down.
Dorg, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing quite well, actually. Do you train out here every day?
I do, yes.
Excellent. I've been needing a new sparring partner.
Oh, I see. You train in swordsmanship?
I train in all kinds of weaponry. My preference is the hammer.
Ah,
But I, of course,
Well, in that
am
case-
skilled in sword, spear, club, mace, whatever.
Dork is
Every
good
time-
with his spear, huh?
get more impressive every time I see you.
Likewise. Would you care to duel?
I would, yes.
And he will walk over. So, I imagine you are on the training grounds, like school training grounds off to the side. Or it's probably not actually school training grounds. You are likely using training grounds that are nearby the school, but not necessarily associated with the school, because the school training grounds are typically magic. Or, I guess, I mean, you could use it for whatever. They just have a big, wide open field on the side that's typically used for magic. Lots of, scorch marks and churned up earth and all the stuff that happens. And he will retrieve a sword from a weapon rack, just a single sword, not fancy like you.
I will put my swords away, and I'll grab a training sword as well.
And
Well, a pair of training swords.
with that, you begin training with him. He is strong. You are faster than he is. However, each blow that you block sends tremors down your arms.
In that case, I will focus less on blocking and more on evading.
But yes. And Osama, on the same morning, as you are walking, you see a large group of elves in a formation beginning to fly out toward the east.
Towards the east.
Yes, the main gate of the city.
Is it's towards Clogarn. Too. Isn't it?
Indeed it is. Based on their attire, you expect that they may be soldiers.
Ah.
And with
Okay.
this morning having passed, I give you the informations that I have, and will have you do as you will. Here, take the reins, fellows. I assume you meet up at some point during the day. I don't know about Aphid.
Well, definitely as part of my walk, I make it a point to walk by the training grounds where I know Torm is training. So I'm sure I catch maybe the tail end duel, or maybe just walking after their duel. Or
Should I roll to see how well the duel goes?
Yeah, that sounds like a fun idea.
Alright. I'll roll my combat. I got a 4. Wait, I can re-roll my 1 because I have reliable. Okay. Yeah, I got a 4. So, I mean, not my best performance, but I think I was able to hold my own against him pretty well.
Yeah, he's an impressive warrior. Based on this initial sparring, you're not sure if you would be able to defeat him or not, but you are basically just glad he's on your side.
Alright. Okay.
And
So at the end, it's like, okay. All right, that was really good. Glad you came by.
Of course, same time tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be here.
And Osama, you walk in on this, seeing the panting and sweaty duo. And Thorg waves to you. Hello, friend of Baldur.
Hello, Thorg, my favorite elf. Hello, Thorg. I see you two have
Indeed.
quite a menu.
Keep an eye on this one.
Perhaps one of these mornings I should.
Perhaps. Although, I'm not sure that I would even want to face a foe such as yourself. I've seen that weapon you command.
Oh, no worries. I am trying to learn something new as well. I would, of course. I would of course use this new weapon rather than my rather than Star Talon. That would not be a fair fight.
And what weapon might that be?
I'm learning how to use a spear.
Ah. Very interesting. Where did you find a spear of your size in these lands?
You find all sorts of things on one's travel.
And that actually is a good question. Are you training with the dragon spear?
I don't imagine that I would be using the dragon spear during brandishing that without
Yeah, probably
the
just like a
commands to use it.
probably just like a big branch you found, right?
I probably just take a very long, or maybe I've taken the time at some point to whittle down a tree to to be just a long pole, like a young sapling, you know, like a tree that hasn't grown too thick yet, you know.
Interesting.
Maybe it's more of a staff, but I'm training it as a spear.
And you're an Endu. Even though you're not specialized in any craft, you're likely capable enough to make a training spear, if nothing else.
Sure.
Yes. Torg wishes you good luck, and then picks up his barrels of who knows what and begins to fly away.
I am probably at the point where I need to go wash up now. I'm covered in sweat.
Ah, yes. The baths.
So I will head to the baths.
Ventorum, before you go, I just saw a squadron of elves fly off to the east. I'm worried that they're going towards. I don't know
Going
if
towards...
Towards-
You cut out there.
they're at least going to the east towards the main gate. I do not know
and
why.
that is the direction where Kalidas' cave is that right?
It is.
Oh, that too.
Most things are to the east because the western
Okay.
border of this town is the tree.
The tree.
Okay, that makes sense. So, can't be
So it's
sure
a
what they
lot
are.
of something. Yeah,
So
So,
but we at least know it's going towards the main gate.
right,
Kalidas was the dragon?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, Kalidas was the dragon that we met a long,
Briefly.
time ago. Yes.
She did not take kindly to us.
Yeah. The wall almost stayed. Not even the dragon itself. Just
Yeah,
its
the
wall.
wall. Not the dragon, the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so
I still go to wash up first, and then, yeah, we can look more into that. I assume I get there, and Aphid is probably still there.
Yeah, Aphid's probably still there. He's probably people are probably kind of giving him weird looks, and you kind of see. I don't know if these are like if this is just an open bath, but they're his servants in there with him, just kind of standing at ease, kind of like how servants might do that in their full, yeah. And he probably how like I think it's Russian baths that do this. They'll have the bundle of plants. Like he has like this kind of fragranced set of herbs that he's like slapping on his back and dipping into the hot water, doing this whole process.
Yeah, I imagine kind of a hot spring with like the different walled off areas, maybe a few smaller like private baths, and it's like a mix of like a actual bathing area and like a spa. It's pretty nice.
Okay.
Anyone who wasn't accustomed to straight up living in a palace would probably find this place very luxurious, and you even would probably find it comfortable. Although, people aren't there to bathe you for you, or whatever is typical for you. No one's there to, like, slap your face and pinch your cheeks.
yeah, no one's there with brass pipes blowing bubbles into the water to make a jacuzzi for you.
They've got wind magic for that.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but you're truly rich when you do it manually. When you have servants do it manually, no magic. But look, we found a use for you in the palace, Fentorm.
Yeah, like that's a whole nother paying a servant to do it manually, but paying a mage just for that one thing.
Who said anything about payment?
What? Okay. Well.
Yeah, don't you know, by taking that job from Aphid, we're now part of the
You're
Gardellan property.
You're an appliance now.
No.
You should have read the fine
Yes,
print.
you signed you signed a contract.
Wait, when did I sign a contract?
Well, you signed a contract for. Actually, I don't know if you signed the contract.
No, there was no. I'm just joking.
No.
It's just how proprietary,
Yeah.
But there are contracts for the
Oh yeah.
for the more elaborate quests.
I wonder if they could all.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if you're gonna join Wild Yonder, Aphid.
He might. I'm not sure if that's going to conflict with his merchant interests, but he might. It seems like if he was asked that, he might express some interest as if it was like this might be a fun activity while I'm here, like a hobby of sorts.
Well.
Sure. Basically, what you're getting with us is your free bodyguards while you can set up trade with Clogarm and all these different remote places in the Nine Realms. I see how it is. Under the guise of friendship, you're expanding your empire.
Exactly. Yes. You've uncovered Aphid's I keep doing that. If it's a whole clan.
I imagine Aphid has a very nice comb. Like a golden comb.
He probably does, but I wouldn't say it's golden. I would say it's ivory.
Probably
He has like
with
some
it
kind
for-
of yeah. It's carved from an exquisite horn and polished with different oils and has like a silk wrap.
It's a nice comb.
Yeah.
Well. So you find Aphid.
Oh,
I
good
like
morning,
that whole
Aphid.
interlude was just
Oh.
another-
Good morning.
And Tor- sorry.
Oh no, you continue. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, Ventura comes in covered in sweat, grime, dirt, all that.
Oh, okay. So then the way Aphid would say his good morning was, "Oh, good morning. I see you need a bath."
Yeah, well, I'm here.
Yeah, it is good that you are. My assistant here is just applying the herbal wash on me. If you'd like, once you rinse yourself off, feel free to have her help you.
I feel like we just both give each other the same look, like, and while you're cleaning yourself, like doing the herb thing, I'm just like, oh, hey.
Gonna be fancy.
Yeah, go rinse myself off. Before I go, though, Osimo's is telling me there's a group of elves heading east out towards the main gate.
This is news to me. I wonder why.
Not sure. After I finish up here, I plan to go out and check it out.
Oh well, if you don't mind me coming along with you. Once I'm done applying my oil wash, I will dry up and join you.
Okay.
All right.
I like how what just happened is we just spread a rumor, kind of played a little game of telephone.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go be the meddling kids, figuring out what's happening.
We gotta get you a dog.
Oh, too bad Cathis is gone. Cathis was like, we do.
Oh no, Kethis is
He had this Scooby.
Kethis is here. He has decided that he would he's very far behind in his studies, and he probably should be paying more attention to them.
Yep.
He hadn't gone to class like all year.
He's taking.
He thought he was supposed to be living in the kitchen for most of the time.
I don't quite understand the difference between the the potion room and the kitchen. He got confused, and so he was learning recipes about how to cook for the first half of the year.
Yeah. But once he catches up on his studies, he'll probably come back. Yes. So, yeah, you can feel free. You finish up. You're clean. You look like the Beast after his bath scene, Beauty and the Beast. Got ribbons in your hair. You smell nice. That is, if you accept the pampering. And yeah, you were gonna go check out the patrol, or question mark?
Yes.
We were gonna go check out the elves that went to the east gate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you are free to go to the east gate. The elves are not there.
Okay.
There-
That makes sense. They probably just went past
There are
it.
plenty of citizens, though. There are guards at the gate, the people who, the regular denizens of the city.
Yeah. I want to talk to the guards.
They are standing outside the. I guess there's a pair probably inside the gate and a pair outside the gate.
I'll go to the pair that's inside the gate since I probably haven't went through it yet.
They're they're not too serious. They're not like just standing there like a queen's guard. They're probably chilling out, talking with each other, not even holding their weapons like they could be, but they're within reach.
Mm-hmm. Hi there.
Hello, citizen. Or oh yes, people know who you are. Hello. Wind person.
I won't even call you a mage.
It's fine. I just
It's very inclusive.
Just
Wind
take it.
person.
yeah. Hi. I was wondering what was going on with that patrol earlier.
I'm not sure what you mean. But I will allow you to make a quick inquire check.
Oh, okay. Oh, I looked at Osama.
Oh,
You said you saw a group, right?
yes. Did you not see? I'm looking at the guards. Did you not see the squadron of elves fly up this way? I saw them earlier this morning. I was wondering if you could tell us where they were going to.
Who we see exit the city is not up for public information.
Oh,
But everyone could see them exit the city.
If that's the case, you should
We
already
are not
know.
asking who they are. Ventorum, I do not think they are going to tell us.
Not with that roll, we're not.
I mean, I can try to make an inquiry check.
I mean, Aphid's here too, right? The one who actually has inquiry.
So yeah, Aphid kind of steps in. He's like, "Okay, I have this. Hello, good sir. I believe my friend and I. You said not available for public information. What about private information? I could perhaps pay you."
Bribery!
They look at each other, they give like a little like chewing the tongue look and say, "Go on."
I slip a gold into his palm.
A gold's a lot. You sure you want a gold?
A couple silver, maybe 2 silver.
Okay. Remember, a gold is how much it takes for like the whole party to stay in an inn for like a week or whatever.
Okay. I slip him 1 silver. I slip him a silver coin. I'm like, my good man, I'm an enterprising merchant, and I think that information might help me. And of course, I will keep it private. I'm not going to go and shout what their business was. That is, their business is simply their business, and perhaps my concern as well.
Please roll your inquiry with advantage.
All right. Let's see how. So we'll do our.
And this is why we have Nolan around, because we're the two that just hit stuff. and he's the one who actually gets this information.
Yeah.
Alright, Aphid. What do we got?
We got 2 5s.
Alright.
They're headed out to Clogarm. Freyr sent them
Clo.
to investigate an
Ain't it?
issue.
Clogarn. That's weren't we just at Clogarn?
Yes.
Yeah, we were. Gosh darn it. An issue.
90% sure it's
What
the
kind of issue?
Giants.
Okay, it's one of several things now. It's either someone complained about the giants and they're coming to mess with the peaceful giants, or the giants weren't so peaceful. This only happened, I don't know.
Considering
Okay.
last week when there was literally a person running through town saying, "Help, help," yelling in Clogarm.
Yeah, but didn't we come back and I remember I had said that I wanted to tell them that the Yon were not dangerous there.
Mhm.
I did say
Oh,
this is
God.
just the next day.
Yeah, this is the next day.
Oh, okay. So this is right after we.
This is right after you. This is the next morning. There's essentially
Yeah.
been something like 24 hours since the person came in shouting. So, I mean, if you want to do any telling people of things, you gotta do it.
Yeah. Okay. Perhaps we should go to the authorities, to the main
To the king.
I guess to the king or to whoever controls the guard, whoever will see us. And yeah, we should go to the king, and which is Frey, isn't it?
Yes, Freyr.
Freyr. So we could go to Freyr, and one say, hey, the giants are fine, but also what's going on in Clogarm? Because Freyr must know if Freyr's gonna send a squadron of elves out that way.
Mhm.
And then whatever information we get, maybe we rent another. We make the trip back out. We might have to make the trip back out, and we might have to rent another sleigh. Get there.
If you like.
Doing a lot of traveling.
Yes. So, just to like kind of establish speed of things, these nearby villages are about like a day of travel. They take like a full day to get to and then back, whereas the sleighs allow you to get there in like a matter of hours, like 4 hours or so, something like that. You could get there and back in one day versus like 2 days.
Mhm.
Yeah. And these elves were flying. They weren't going by sleigh.
Yeah, the sleighs
They
are
were just
faster.
going by their own.
The when you mount on the Bifrost, you move very fast. They move much faster than you would expect them to be able to move. It's almost as though they're the shoes they wear are enchanted in some way.
Mhm.
So you've even see the
It's kind of
elves.
neat.
Like you see the elves taking them. Like it's an elf town. They are there for the elves, not just random people.
Yeah. But this military-looking group, they weren't on the Bifrost?
They were not.
Right. Okay. So we have a little bit of time. Well, this is our options, I guess. We go look into this, try to talk to Frere, figure this out, or we say this stuff with Clogarm is a lot, and we go to Wild Yonder and we look at the job board.
I do admit I was just about to suggest that myself. But, I mean, we made the effort to go out there and do some investigating on our own.
Yeah, I kind of feel responsible if something is going wrong and we completely missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because even though I have this mistrust of the Jotun, I want them to be good. I just want them to be good.
Aphid,
Even though I don't know if I can believe that they are.
what do you think, Aphid? You did a lot of the talking while we were there. And I think set up trade or something.
Well, yes, most of the talking was to set up trade. I think this could result in a problem if we don't do something. Especially for if I'm drawing a blank on the town name.
Clogarm.
Clogarm, yes. If Clogarm, if there is conflict at Clogarm, that can definitely interfere with trade routes going there. And
Yeah, if elves and the Jotun fight, there might not be a Clogarm.
oh yes, of course.
Or if there's a dragon and maybe they're working together, there still might not be a Clogarm.
But, I mean... Yeah.
Okay, so to the I don't think they have a castle. Is the in the center of the kingdom like an Unabrunnr capital? I imagine it's within the trees.
There is a great hall.
There's a great hall.
There is a great hall. It is situated over the route. So there's the big lake, right? There's a huge lake in the center. And
Right.
there, one of the routes goes over and into the lake. And it's on top of that route.
Okay.
You can see it from anywhere in town.
Great. That way, I point. And I imagine it's a place that's easy for elves to get to, but maybe not easy for people that can't fly. Fortunately, I'm good at climbing,
Yeah, you are.
and I can carry Aphid. I'm good at climbing.
I was just about to
That
say.
was the first way I died.
Yeah. Just flashbacks of multiple times.
Oh my gosh. Falling to my death is...
Yeah, that's not even the only example. There's also that time on the ship, and that time on the docks.
Okay. I follow on.
You were reborn with your feet a little bit too big. Yeah, that's why we call you the Falling Star, right?
Right. Yeah. That's me.
Yeah, if you want.
Couldn't even stay up in the sky.
If you would like to go to the hall, you certainly may. Ventorum can get there with ease. Osama, you could also get there with ease, however, you will be wet because you will have to swim.
Be wet? I don't want to be wet.
Unless you know someone who could
Hmm.
help prevent that.
Can I have Ventorum blow dry me?
I guess.
Sure.
It'd be cold.
Yeah.
I know, I don't want to be cold. I can't grapple the root and like climb up the rope.
I mean, you can, but it's in the middle of the lake.
It's too far away for me to grapple
It's
it from the
probably
edge.
like a mile away.
Oh, that's pretty far. Yeah. Okay.
I said it was a very
Hmm.
large lake. Not a pond.
I get it now. Very large lake. All right. I have to be clever. Be clever. Ooh. I wonder if Theatrix's foam potion would make, if that foam is buoyant enough to make like a little raft.
Maybe.
So that I can float across the
Theatrix
water.
gets a lot of attention, doesn't she?
She does. I don't know, because I just think, potions.
Yeah. I mean,
But,
there's also Jethro, who's a water mage.
Oh, there you go. Maybe he can part the. Yeah, let's ask
gonna Moses.
Jethro. See, you know Jethro more than I do because you were his roommate for a little while, right?
Still is.
Yeah.
Still is,
Yes.
right? See, I forget about Jethro. Jethro is just, he's like, not even there.
He's
for
busy.
me.
He's a senior. Yeah. Yeah, you can find Jethro quite easily. Ventorum knows his schedule pretty well. Yeah. So if you decide to go get him, you catch him as he's coming back to the dorm in the hall.
Jethro, hello.
Hmm?
I am wondering if I could enlist your help.
Oh? He looks up at you, and Mystic, the cat at his side, also, he stops, looks down at the ground, and looks up at you with a bored expression. What?
I'm looking to. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go on. I simply meant to ask what you need my help with.
I'm looking to cross the lake and get to the root of the tree. I need to climb up to get to the Great Hall,
Mm-hmm.
as I am not blessed with flight. And it is very important that I go speak with Frere.
Frere? What business do you have with the Lord of the Land?
I noticed this morning that a squadron of elves flew east toward Clogarn. I was just there with Ventorum and Aphid. We are worried about what might be going down there, and before leaving in a hurry, we'd like to know why that squadron was sent out.
Well, it will be a simple enough task to get you across the lake. However, I warn you, Frere is a good king, but he is not one that takes too kindly to questioning his judgment.
It's less.
Good. I do not plan to question his judgment. I just wish to know answers.
And present him with new information.
Indeed.
Very well. I have some time right now. We can go at once.
Wonderful, Jethro. We knew you were the one for the job. Didn't I say Ventorum?
Ventorum just rolls his eyes. I don't. That's no statement.
He, you walk to the edge of the water with him, and he says, "Now, normally this would be a relatively simple task for me. However, you are large, so I will have to walk with you. But that's no matter. Only a short walk." And he just walks into the lake and touches his staff down first, and it ripples, and he just begins walking across the surface of the water.
Whoa. I kind of hesitantly follow. Like, I first start with my toe and press it against the surface of the water.
As you press your weight into it, it feels kind of like almost like a trampoline, like it kind of depresses as you step on it, but it does hold your weight.
I make my way out onto the water, following Jethro.
It's like walking on a giant, slice of Jello. Yeah. And yep, Aphid, you're able to do it as well. And yeah, you walk across the lake and get to the route relatively easily. You're just walking.
Great.
Yeah. Ventorum is
then
still gonna fly over. Doesn't want to cause too much strain on Jethro. And also, yeah.
Woo.
That's
Then I'll I'll put Aphid in my bindle that I have.
You're putting him in a
I'll carry
bindle?
my little kangaroo.
I mean,
And,
David does probably protest when you do that. Oh, do we really have to do this again?
It's this or get wet, unless you'd like to make the climb yourself.
I suppose not, but this is definitely gonna wrinkle my clothes.
You're just shoving him in a sack with all of your other things in it.
There's not that many things in my bindle. In fact, I don't think there's. Let's see, what's in my bindle right now? There's like a whistle. There's a whistle and my little trinket. There's
Why
nothing.
do you have a whistle?
All this other stuff I gave to Kev. I don't know. I have a whistle. I forget when I got it. It was probably from the games or something. But I have a whistle.
Okay.
Probably during a celebration.
You easily and swiftly climb the route, and Aphid, to you, it's like being on a rough roller coaster ride. It's just like you're like on some kind of thrill ride. Nauseous as the thing shakes back and forth. It's more like a carnival ride that's designed to make people get sick. But yeah, it only takes him 10 seconds to climb all the way up. And you stand before the Great Hall of Udarbrunner. It towers above you, dozens of feet tall, very wide. It's like walking, it's almost like just being outside, walking inside of it. And there are some people guarding it, and some of the elves are laughing a little bit. Looking back down, you can see Jethro making his way back across the water, and the guards look to you and say, "Did you have a nice climb?"
Torob's just already up there waiting.
You've probably already talked with them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They questioned what you were there for. When you got there, they would have asked, like, what
Yeah.
what reason are you here?
We're here to speak with Freyr about the situation down in Clogarm.
You have new information.
Yes, we went down there yesterday and did some investigative of our own. We talked with the Jotun who were there, as well as some of the citizens.
Very well. Right this way.
And the mayor.
Yes,
I
and the
add
mayor.
a little, maybe not out of breath. It was quite a tall climb, but and it's been a while since I've done the climbing that I was used to doing in a previous life. It's been a whole lifetime ago that I did any climbing like that.
Yep. So you go through the hall. One of the guards leads you through, and you come to a great throne room. And sitting upon the throne, a good 20 feet in the air, not floating, but like upstairs, is Freyr.
I just have to tilt my head a little
Yeah.
bit to kind of look up. But he's sitting high enough to where even I have to look up to him, which is saying something.
You requested an audience, he says.
Yes.
Speak.
You noticed you sent some troops down to Clogarm. Would this have to be? Would this have to do with the tale of the?
It may.
If that's the case, we do have some information about what's going on. The three of us have gone down to Clogarm yesterday, and we spoke with the people there.
The mayor, the citizens, and the Jotun themselves.
Oh.
They all seem to be in mutual agreement with each other.
With what terms?
Essentially, the mayor hired them, paying them food and board as protectors.
Freyr's eyes narrow, and he looks down. He continues looking down at you with some distaste and says, "Is there anything more?"
Well, we know that the citizens are pretty divided on it.
I would expect no less.
But from the sounds of it, there hasn't been any incidents yet of the Jotun doing anything except what they're being asked to do.
I'm sure there hasn't. Aphid, you notice that his hands are clasping the arms of the chair quite tightly.
Aphid kind of like quickly steps forward and thinks about, my dear king, allow me to allow me to introduce myself. I'm Aphid Gardellan of House Gardellan. I believe your kingdom uses our services as one of for your exports.
I'm aware of who you are.
Yes. So I was with my guards here.
Not compatriots, not friends.
And I happen to manage to, negotiate trade services with their mayor. I believe the other concerning case here is that there's been reports of a dragon attack. We have talked with some of the people there, and I believe out of desperation, these Jotun were hired.
I am well aware of their claims. They have been going on for months now. However, I assure you, there is no true evidence of a dragon assaulting our people. We have good relations with the few dragons nearby. Agreements have been made.
Oh,
Would I know a little bit about the dragons you have agreements with? And what kind of agreements?
but if they have agreements are bound. Huh.
Oaths are bound.
Well, yes.
I will allow you to start a social challenge, or we will be rolling either Inquire or Charm, depending on what you are attempting to do. If you are trying to gain information, it will be Inquire. If you are trying to convince him of something or the like, it will be Charm. And it will be a group challenge.
Okay.
So, each roll shall be... Each roll shall go toward a group stress meter, and it shall have 5 hits, since there are 3 of you.
Alright.
And I will allow you to begin. First of all, remind me of the question you had just asked.
So, I wouldn't ask. I think I'll start with just part of it. So, what dragons do live around here?
You may inquire and...
I got a 4.
And remember, you do have a reputation that you can dip into if you must. If you feel like it. This might be a good time to do so.
Alright. Remind me about reputation again.
It is functioning as your social health.
Okay.
And it can only be healed by, performing deeds to improve your reputation.
Okay.
You all currently have a perfectly fine reputation. He answers you by saying, there are not many. There have been a few dragons here within my lifetime. However, the only one I know of lives far to the east. At least within our realms.
I see.
It sounds like the one that we had met,
Yes.
named Clytus.
You are familiar with him.
Yes, we've spoken with him once.
Only
And how did you gain
this
an
is
audience
a dragon that you
with such a creature?
very carefully.
We gave all of his cave a fork. Or, actually, I think it was a spork.
I see. I have heard tales of you. Friend of Balder. The troublemaker.
Hmm.
And the merchant heir.
I feel like one of those titles just doesn't fit with the others.
What more do you seek from me? If you came to give me information, then I thank you. However, if there is more, please speak now or be on your way. I have much to think on.
I think there is just one more. What exactly is the agreement you have with Kaleidos?
Inquire, please.
Does anyone want to help me out a bit?
I wish I could. Maybe Aphid?
I could. How would I help? Do I just roll the inquire, or
Yeah, I
and I would be the
help
okay.
speak. You know?
Yeah.
I can't allow you to roll the check if you're not, actually doing the actions.
So, yeah. So Aphid would be the one that kind of steps forward and asks this question. And if you mind me asking, sir, what sort of deal do you have with this Kaleidos?
Roll the Inquire with an extra die, Aphid.
Okay.
And that is a 4. By the way,
Get the extra
I
die.
should have done this before. We do have a 4 social stress going out the first time to Ventorum, which he may block as he sees fit. And we have just 2 going to Aphid.
Will the reputation be for our group, or is it individual reputation?
The reputation will be individual.
Okay. And you said there were 5 hits for the...
5 for the first one. No, I didn't say 5. I said 4. 4 for the first one, 2 for the second.
No, I
Oh.
mean the amount of hitboxes we have.
Yeah, let me actually pull up the... I'm a little confused on that. Let me pull up my own sheet to find the group. Oopsie, it's not searching, that's typing. This is just kind of good getting used to things. Practice. So we have the group challenges. Ah, yes, it's the amount of hits to required. So that's actually not going to come into play. It's simply going to be... I will increase the kind of the milestones a little bit, but it's basically just going to be... You're going to be pushing your luck. You can ask as many questions as you want before he gets annoyed with you. That's what it will. That's what it will boil down to. And he will give you information based on your rolls, of course.
I think I will take a hit to reputation then from mine.
Okay.
I'll take one of it.
Okay. There is stress as well, like universal stress, and your...
Oh, there is social stress I can take?
Yeah, you have a social bar. You have like a...
Okay.
The conditional. Anytime you enter a challenge, you get a conditional bar for that challenge.
Okay. And then reputation is past that.
Yeah, reputation is to your social bar as like physical health would be to your combat stuff.
Okay.
Oh,
Here, let me.
It should not be taken very often.
I would like to
Um,
offer our to Frere in this matter. If there is any conflict happening in Clogon, seeing as we were just there and we spoke with the people ourselves, we would be happy to help in any way that we can. If there's some sort of conflict.
Sean roll charm real quick.
All right, I'll roll.
With advantage.
With advantage. Okay, well, I got a
You got a
4 and a
4?
3, and then let me roll one. Yeah, just a 4.
Okay. So, real quick, getting this stuff out of the way. I reached for my normal dice. This stuff out of the way. 2 social stress to Sean, and then Frere looks to Aphid to address his question first, since he never got to get an answer. And he looks to him and says, "The dragons have agreed to stay out of our way, and we stay out of theirs. It is a simple agreement. As for the offering of your services, what kind of service do you seek to provide?"
We can offer our strength and also our diplomacy and our investigative skills. We also offer that, as we are not elves, perhaps we are seen differently when it comes to speaking with the Jotun.
Also, real quick, I do want to ask about how much of the information we gave was actually new information.
You're asking him?
Yes.
Okay. Sean,
Yeah.
I realize I've been doing the challenge a little bit wrong. Get rid of your social bars. You do not have social bars. You have a group social bar. I realized that. It is currently fully checked. Sean, please take one universal. Or just 1 stress. Sorry about that. This is getting used to this new, thingy. This is the part we're testing still.
And it take my 2 box.
Oh, in that case, I will uncheck the 1 box on the group social. And I don't really know how to share it with you, but it's that is a thing that would be nice to be able to do for you. And in fact, I suppose I can do this. Boop. 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 That didn't update. That's weird. I tried drawing shapes on the Roll20, but it isn't actually showing up. Oh well. How much of this information is actually new?
I would really like to roll insight to see, because you had said something about him grasping the arms of his chair.
Yes. You are asking him that, Ventorum, right?
Yes.
This one I'm going to actually just have be a quick check.
Okay.
Please do a quick inquire check. as he stares down at you contemplatively.
Yeah. 6.
After
No.
After a moment of staring down at you pensively, he exhales and says, "All of it. I thank you for your foresight in coming here. If you seek to aid us, I will keep that well in mind. I know where to find each of you. You are under the... what are you under? You are under the leadership of Vidonary. And have we need for you, I shall send word."
Thank you for seeing us.
Will that be all?
Yeah. I'll look to Aphid as well. I saw Osimo was nodding.
Yeah.
So he basically said, "Hey, I'll call upon you guys later."
He said that, kind of. He said, "If we need you, we'll call on you."
Okay. I think Avid's gonna press about something because he is a little concerned.
Okay.
I have to think how I want to word this. Okay. So Aphid kind of steps forward before everybody leaves, and he's like, "One last thing, sir, if you don't mind."
I realized that Osma already started to turn around and leave when you do this.
As I've mentioned before, I've negotiated a trading establishment with the mayor. Any potential, and might I suggest something, is that should conflict arise between the Jotuns and your guard, this could potentially hurt the deal, and might actually hurt any future taxes that you collect upon the trade that comes from Clogarm. I believe that Clogarm has an abundance of crops and land that it can produce, and in good profit for both me and you in terms of collection. I was hoping maybe perhaps there could be something done in a more diplomatic fashion between your guard and the Jotuns. And if you would allow us to participate in that or to help with that, I will be available.
You desire to speak for us in diplomacy?
If that is... yes, I would be willing to do so. If that is something that you would allow me to do.
Please roll charm.
Okay, I'm going to use my Jack of Trades.
Mm-hmm. That's such a good trait.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Comes in handy in a pinch. Jeez, yeah. When you said you were gonna press, you weren't kidding.
Frere meets your gaze, and you see the slightest nod from him as he says, "Very well. You may go
Thank
forth
you.
at once and speak with them. You will find
Okay.
our soldiers already there by the time you arrive."
I believe we must make haste then. Thank you, sir. And then he takes a deep bow and kind of walks away.
Mm-hmm.
And as you are walking out of the hall, you see what you recognize as like a messenger by this point, someone in their like messaging uniform flying past you out the hall.
Oh.
Entering or leaving?
Leaving the hall.
Leaving.
Yes. Yes. They They're flying out of the hall.
Okay.
And actually, you know what? Jethro probably didn't leave. He's probably waiting for you. That would make more sense.
Oh, that's nice of him. I was thinking, how am I gonna get down and not get wet? But great. Yeah, let's do that then.
As you approach the edge of the route and alert him, call down to him, he yells up and says, "Jump down! I want to try something."
Why?
I'm a student too. I need to push myself and test my abilities.
But must it be with me?
You're the only one big enough.
Yeah. I So I'm how far am I from the water?
Not too high. Like couple 100 feet.
Yeah, see, that's a little too much.
Don't worry. If anything happens, I'll help out with my wind.
How? I'm not like aerodynamic or anything.
That's a good thing. That means you get slowed down
Oh,
even more.
right. More drag. Great.
He yells up, "Anyone else would probably get hurt if I mess up."
Everything about this, I don't want to fall again. And he's a student. I'm supposed to trust him. Can't I climb down a little lower first? I yelled down.
If you must.
I climbed down, maybe like, I don't know, halfway, to where I'm a little bit more comfortable.
Okay. And
Then I make sure he's ready. Are you ready?
yes.
I will also be
Here I go.
near where Ozma is flying, and if he needs me, I'll add assistance with wind magic.
Nolan, Aphid, by the way, you're in the bindle. You're coming down with me.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't know if I would do it. Oh, you know what I would do? I would climb down far enough I would say, here, Jethro, let me put Aphid down first. And I would like put him on Star Talon, and I would lower him down. And I would get it until he could walk away.
Okay. I see. You lower him to the you lower him down to the water and let him rest on it. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
is it still walkable?
Yes.
The water?
Yes, Jethro
okay.
is on it. And Jethro and the cat mystic are both standing on it. The cat is just kind of lazily sleeping on the water and looks up at you briefly as you step down and goes back to ignoring you.
Ventorum, you trusted Jethro, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I too shall put my trust into him.
Alright, you got this shit though?
I'll climb a little
Hopefully.
further up after getting Ventorum's approval. God, don't say hopefully.
Good enough for me.
And
Yeah, he's got you.
and Osmo will jump.
How high are you jumping from?
From about halfway.
Okay. I actually don't even know how much difference it makes. Like, how far do you have to fall to hit terminal velocity?
Not very far.
Um,
But Osmo doesn't know that.
and Jethro will attempt his spell.
Oh gosh. Even your camera went all crazy. Oh gosh, you're rolling for Jethro. Oh god.
Fortunately, he got a 5. As you crash into the water, it bubbles and seems to break your fall a bit. And as you go under the water, but you don't have a sensation of getting wet. It feels as though you are within a bubble, and you sink down, and then float back up with just like a little bit of like splashing, like a little bit of splash in your hair and on you. You come out a little bit damp, as though you were standing next to a waterfall for a few seconds.
Refreshing.
And as you come up, as it just lifts you up, and like you feel your feet pushed up to the sea level, I guess, to the surface level of the lake. And he kind of like exhales like, oh gosh, I didn't think that was gonna work. Good job.
I am glad it did, Jethro. That is a very good trick.
And you hear a small voice say, "Oh, look who's a scaredy cat."
Is that the cat talking? Yeah. Falling doesn't agree with me.
You have wings. Or wing, I suppose. I can see why that might be the case.
It does not do much good.
Okay. How did it go, Ventorum?
I think it went really well.
Good. Good to hear. Shall we get back now?
Yes.
And he escorts you back across to the main part of the town, and yeah, you are and bids you adieu. You are free to go about the town and do whatever you like.
I believe now we're heading to Clogar.
I suppose
Do
you
we
are.
want to grab it and drag him along with us?
Grab who?
We don't have to drag him along.
If we want to see if any of our friends want to come.
I mean, this isn't that big of a mission. We're just going to talk with people.
Yeah. I think we're fine on our own.
Mm-hmm.
Our famous last words.
Okay. When you go to the stables, you find someone already waiting there with a deer for you.
Oh.
Alright. Let's head off post haste.
Andy.
Aphid, you don't have your trunk.
Oh no.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, we don't plan to spend the night.
I think Aphid's like more focused on getting there. I think he understands the value of having trade because it's like him rebuilding his power.
Oh wow, we're actually gonna see Aphid rough it for a night.
Yeah.
Something for something he believes in. Money.
Oh boy. Yeah. As you arrive, you see that the patrol that you had seen flying out is there already, and there seems to be almost like a standoff. There's somewhere around 15 elves, 15 or 20 elves, and a group of about 10 or 12 Jotun. And they're kind of facing each other. Actually, by this point, they're probably kind of like along the main road of the town. There's a few of them scattered around, just looking at each other, and you can see some of them talking near the town center. And the mayor is there as well.
Let's go hear what they're talking about in the main center.
Yes. Okay. Where is this? I'm trying to find my name notes. Did I put them in the chat? I thought I put them on a text file. Oh, I put them in the Skype chat, I think. Uh-oh. Hold on. I know I wrote it down.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure why,
Where?
Huh. Well, crap. We had, or did I make a new... Ah, yes, I made a new channel. Haha, that's what it was. I have a separate Discord channel just for the NPCs. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ambrose. The mayor's name is Ambrose. And, yes, as you get there, you see this scene of just a bunch of everyone, a bunch of these, soldiers and the Jotun, and you see a few townsfolk looking out, at their doors, looking out, and as you look around, you see that most of them seem to be looking out the windows and the like. And there are a few heated villagers that are in the middle of the square as well. And yeah, as you approach, you hear one of the soldiers shouting, "This is completely unacceptable to have the enemy walking among us." They seem to be arguing about, just kind of what you expected them to argue. The soldiers think it is a bad idea to have them, and the townsfolk, or at least the mayor, disagrees. There seems to be just a lot of tension there.
Real quick, are you currently at war with the Jotun? I'll ask the soldier.
Everyone turns and looks at you like, "Who's this?" And the mayor smiles at Aphid when he sees you. And the soldier replies, "And who are you?"
My name is Ventorum, this is Osama, and this is Aphid. We just spoke with King Freyr.
Oh, you were given a missive when you got to the stables as well. The messenger
Okay.
provided you with a sealed missive to present to the person here.
I will present him with the missive.
He opens it, reads it, looks at you suspiciously, or looks at you with suspicion, and says, "Why would he send you three? You're not even elves. You're not from here."
We took it upon ourselves to investigate what was going on yesterday, and we were the ones who told King Fair about what was going on. On top of that, my friend here wanted to be a part of it due to his personal stakes in it, and I will give Aphid a chance to jump in.
You're muted, Aphid.
Yes, you are muted.
Whoops. Well, you see, I am Aphid Gardelin of House Gardelin. Last night I was here with my dear friend the mayor, and we were actually, we've negotiated a trade deal. Should conflict arise between the Jotun and you troops, that might hurt the deal and hurt the good king's tax income from this proposed and hopeful future. The Jotun, I don't know if you've already done your investigations here, have been contracted as means of protection in exchange for food and board.
The mayor shouts out, "That's right. They came, they investigated and spoke with us, which is a heck of a lot more than any of you have done." And a little more bickering ensues before the lead soldier stops and he says, "Enough. If you were sent here to play diplomat for us, then I suppose I should let you begin doing the talking." And he seems to be saying this with much resentment and a little bit of sarcasm.
I suppose you're right. I think it would be much appreciated if you were part of this negotiation as well. Or discussion.
Oh,
as well.
I'll be here. We'll all be here.
Very good.
So, in that case, could we hear what the missive said?
Yeah, the missive was simply basically outlining, I imagine you're actually asking him. He simply thrust the page toward you and just into your hand, and you can read that it seems to simply be stated that Aphid Gardelin is to pose as the Aphid Gardelin and company are to engage in diplomatic talks on behalf of Elfheim.
Okay.
But it does seem... So from the wording of it, it seems clear that he seems to be putting his trust in Aphid, but has not completely dismissed either of you either.
So, we will let Aphid take the lead then.
I mean,
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna be real. I failed to see the goal that the king was trying to accomplish. Like, did he want the Jotun out, or was he trying to figure out like what their purpose was, which we've already explained? Did he
Okay.
like I wasn't? I don't. We should have asked
This is a great time to use a story point.
Well, I'm about to ask a question right
Yeah.
now, and my question would be to all the soldiers. If we know now that these Jotun are here on behalf of the citizens of Klogar, why then are you still here?
Beginning the new group social challenge. And we shall do the thing. I don't know how to share the boxes with you. Hold on. What I can do, I think if I do this, if I refresh this. There we go. There's the boxes. Oh. That's working pretty well. So we can have these boxes, and we can clear drawings. And now we can grab the little draw a square thing, and we can go boop, boop, and boop. And then that way, I don't know how much you can actually see because there's a little bit of a stream delay and stuff, but I guess I can screen share with you. I guess I could have screen shared with you from the start. That would have been a much easier way of doing this. I could just use Paint.
That would have been great.
Yeah, that would have...
I will. I must be right back real quick. I'm gonna use the
Okay.
bathroom.
Actually, yeah, we can take a... Well, I don't know that we have time for a break since we're going to be stopping. So I will just get this put up very quickly.
So, real quick, am I supposed to have 2 story points, or did I forget to uncheck one before?
I think you have 2.
Okay.
I believe I was giving them out
Then-
for the... Oh, I gave you one for the ale, for buying the rounds.
Oh, right. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna use one of them, and I am gonna ask. So, I do want to go back and say we did ask. In particular, what is it he hopes we accomplish?
Freyr will confide in you that he does not trust the Jotun. He believes that they have ulterior motives and that he does not believe that they are there for peaceful reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay.
It's not exactly
I suppose he
out
would...
of character.
Yeah, he would task you with, I mean, his goal is to be rid of them. That is his goal.
Mm-hmm.
He wants them out of the, he wants them out of the town.
Right.
But because of Aphid's words, he is wanting to do it in a way that might not cause aggression. That might, not affect the taxes and the like as... basically, he doesn't want to turn the town people against him, but he wants the Jotun gone.
Right. Okay.
Okay, now that I have the genius idea of using, paint... Oh, that's not even that genius of an
wonder
idea.
I wonder if he's willing to let the guards stay and protect the town, but then I don't know where will the Jotun go, who are
Right. I don't.
contracted for board and food.
I don't think the goal should be to kick the Yon out, but maybe set up an arrangement where some of the guards from Udabrider could keep an eye on them.
Like supplement the.
Right. Like maybe one or two people actually stay, and then if anything happens, they could call reinforcements.
Sure, but geez, you have one or two elf guards, and you have 10 Jotun.
Oh, right. Like, it's not...
Are they gonna escape if something goes wrong?
Oh, I bet they'd be able to escape if they start running. Like, the point isn't that they would fight or anything.
Yeah.
It's more intel gathering.
Maybe.
Boop.
Okay.
And it might even discourage actions if they know they're being watched by the king.
Might add resentment too.
It might, yes, but I don't know. I feel like sure, you said they seem shady, but they also seem understanding.
Yeah.
So sure, they might not liking having people watch them, but it will probably help put some of the citizens at ease as well.
Yeah. We might have to pick up on this on our next session.
Well, hopefully,
And start here.
Aphid will be back. And we can tell him our thoughts.
Yeah.
But, like, when it comes to persuasion, I think he's the top one.
Yeah, just as long as his own his own goals don't get in the way of the greater good.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Osama's
What?
the most charming
What?
member of the party.
Oh,
Sure am.
uh,
Yeah, we'll see if maybe Aphid wants to knock that up a little bit.
mhm.
I can charm. I can be the charmer.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to. Go right ahead. Start while we wait for Aphid to return.
I mean, Aphid has the jack of all trades, so as long as he has AP, he can. Shut
She
up.
will, because I think that's like the only thing that he spends it on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. He pretty much just has a 2 in everything.
Yeah.
He's got the most AP in the party.
Oh, he's invested in AP too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's,
Wow. Yeah, he really was banking on that jack of all trades.
yeah. I'll encourage him to get like some social armor or something like that. I think that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for how social his character is.
Duped. Well, should I like swap over to the middle scene or like the intermissions screen right now while we wait?
Sure.
All right, we'll be back.
Yeah, just because they want him there. Since he's supposed to be our main diplomat. And his opinion is that he doesn't trust the Jotun. And his best case scenario would be to get them out. But what I was thinking, is possibly we could try to negotiate a way where the Jotuns can stay, but we keep some guards, like just a couple guards here, to keep an eye on the Jotun. Maybe like a test period type thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking before like we would negotiate. I figured that's what it would be. It's like old prejudices or something.
Right. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and take the lead.
Oh,
However, are we going to be starting this up during our next session?
yeah, it is. It is 5. It is
Yeah.
5 p.m. Eastern.
That is up to you guys. If you want to end right after this challenge, or if you want to end it now and start with the challenge next week.
For me, I'm not. I'll be real. I'm not feeling 100%. But I'm down for whatever you guys want to do. I know Isma is not necessarily feeling.
100% either.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm ready for actually to call it a night.
Okay. Well, I guess we can just end it here then. Have a nice short session, and
Yeah, we have some anticipation.
hopefully next week.
Start this off on strong start.
Hopefully next week we'll have things together better, and I guess I'll go right back into that intermission scene.
Mhm.
So end of stream. See ya.